Give us a sense of your business. Where are you in business? How big are you? How much of a market do you have?
So Taylor Morrison's a national developer and home builder. We build across the U.S. Really 17 operating divisions across the U.S. Last year we did just over 8,000 closings, home closings.
Wow, that's pretty big. So let's put a chart up here that I have in my terminal to sort of talk off of where we are with a snapshot of where the home industry is. The yellow line here at the top is the home prices, which are holding up quite nicely. This is growth rates, okay? The white line is the 30-year rate on mortgages, which would affect people. You'll see that's coming up now as the yield curve is. But these gray bars is the stock, how many houses are available. Why isn't that growing, given the fact that housing prices continue to increase?
Yeah, so you can see over the last, 30, 34 months, we've seen supply dropping each and every month. We just don't have the infrastructure to build the new homes to meet the demand. In fact, we continue to build on the deficit based on, population growth. So you look at the overall supply dropping, you look at the prices, which have really flattened out over the last many months. We're seeing, month over month increases, but certainly much more moderate than we've seen over the last couple of years.
And when you say infrastructure, are you talking about things like roads and sewer systems and water and things like that? So you can't build the houses because there isn't the infrastructure to support them?
That's a piece of it. Even greater is the trade availability, folks to actually build the homes. If you think about where we were at the, prior peak, we had, somewhere close to 1 million workers in the U.S. building the homes when we were doing about 2 million starts a year. Right now, that's about a third of that. And, our housing starts is well over halfway back.
And is that a matter of skills, that there's a skills gap? There are people who would work, but they don't know how to build houses?
That's correct. I mean, if you think about the downturn and the length of the downturn, we had folks that aged out. We have immigration reform. We weren't really developing new talent through the schools. We didn't have the vocational kinds of programs to bring new folks into the industry. So it's really got a governor on our ability to deliver houses in the U.S.
Sheryl, why doesn't the market really adjust for that in the sense that the wages go up, so more people come in and get trained and have the skills that you need? Why doesn't that correct itself?
We absolutely are, and we've seen 10% start growth year over year, but I think expectations were that it was going to grow much greater than that, and that's just not possible. So it's a journey, and we'll get there, but I think that's part of the good news when I think about that, and then I think about the new generation of millennials coming, that haven't even begun to buy houses today. That's part of the reason I'm so optimistic and bullish about what we have ahead.
As you look at growth for your company, what are the biggest obstacles or choke points at this point? Is it that mortgage rate? Is that a threat to you? Is it the skills gap? Is it something else? What do you see between you and even faster growth for your company?
No, it's not the mortgage rate. Certainly the skill gap, like I said, is a governor in housing formation, new household starts for sure. When I think about land availability and having lots in the right locations, that would be another one. But I think there's a lot more tailwind than there are headwinds. Once again, we think about the generational opportunities ahead. I think about millennials. We have a generation of over 80 million large. 25 million of them are still living at home. The average age of new folks buying homes today is 31, 32, and the largest, core of the millennials is just turning 29, 30. So I'm pretty excited about what the next couple of years have ahead.
I want to come back to one thing you mentioned in passing, which is immigration reform. How big an issue is that for you in your business? How much has it affected your ability to get the workers you need?
It's what we do each and every day. It's something that we've actually become somewhat accustomed to in working with the workforce and how we work with our trade partners. But certainly we do not have the skilled labor on the ground. It's different parts of the construction schedule in different parts of the country. But it's what we continue to work on. We're developing new talent, but it's a slow process.
How far out do you look into the future for your business? How far can you see? A year, 18 months, 2 months, 2 years, and what does it look like?
We have great visibility for the next 24, 36 months when I look at my own land inventory that we'll be building on. I look across the U.S. and how we're positioned and actually very, very bullish about what we have and the growth that we're building on over the last couple of years. We've seen the business grow 25% over the last 2 years, 50% over the last 3 years.
Wow.
So certainly maybe not at those paces, but I'm very excited about where we're going.
Okay, that's terrific, Sheryl. Thank you so much for being with us. That's Sheryl Palmer, Taylor Morrison, CEO.